What's up, good people? How you doing on tonight? Listen, have some great information for you in this video series. So tonight we're going to be discussing the three-step strategy to birthing your book in 2022. The three-step strategy to birthing your book in 2022. Going to give you the strategies that I give all of my clients in a very easy, simple to follow way and outline that anybody can take my method and create a book in 90 days or less. Anybody, yes, anybody with an idea, you can do this. You can create a book if you just follow my simple guide. I'm gonna make it very, very simple for you, very, very easy. So let's get right into it. Step number one, what I teach every one of my clients. This is what I've done to create 27 books published to date. Start with an outline. Please write that down. Start with an outline. An outline, I like to use what I call the brain dump method. So let's just say your book is about basketball. So the first thing we're going to do is, we know that we want to write a book about basketball, but we don't know where to go. We have no idea what we want to talk about. So I teach all my clients a brain dump session. What that means, I want you to take out a piece of paper. At the top, I want you to write brain dump. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write everything you can think of pertaining to basketball. I want you to talk about the goal. I want you to talk about the players on the court. I want you to talk about how to score a goal, how much a goal costs when you know what is all the pieces dealing with basketball, right? What's half court? What's a full court? What happens in overtime? What happens? Who scores the most points? See, all these different things are pertaining to basketball. How to bounce a basketball, how to shoot. You're just writing everything you can think of that pertains to the subject of basketball. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look at that list, because now you have something you know what to write about now, because you've created a brain dump list. Now you're going to find the most important parts of the list. They're going to become your chapters. And then the points that may not be as important, you're going to find a chapter to insert them into so that they become your subpoints. See how easy that is? So within 10 minutes, you can create all your chapters and all your subpoints for your book just by simply doing a brain dump. And that's just simply taking a piece of paper and writing down everything that you can think of about the subject that you're getting ready to write your book about. Write everything, every phrase, everything you can think of. Write it down. And then I want you to take the most important things. Those will be your chapters. And then the points that may not be as important, those will be your subpoints within the chapter. See how easy that is? So that's going to give you an easy, clean flow of how to create your chapters and your subpoints so that your book flows, right? So that's the brain dump. All that's doing is allowing you to start putting your book in a structured manner, because you want your book to have structure to it. You want it to have flow, right? Because you're trying to get people to buy this to read it. You want it to have a certain flow about it. When the reader is reading it, it flows. And all of that is going to come from you creating the chapters and the subpoints from the brain dump session. So I want you to stop the video right now. Go and do the brain dump session about a subject or title that you may think you may want your book to be about, and return back to the video. Listen, let's go to point now number 2. So after we get the outline, consistent writing schedule. I want you to have a consistent writing schedule. It's hard to complete a book if you do not have some type of structured writing time. I want you to chart out 30 minutes to 1 hour a night. 30 minutes to 1 hour a night to write on your book, to get your book down to the bite-sized pieces and structured order that you want it to be in. And so I want you to start with your introduction. And then I want you to create your table of content, figure out what your table of content is going to be. Remember, you're gonna get all of that from the brain dump session. Now that you know what to write about, now you know the subject areas or the titles of your chapters and all those different things, right? And so now you won't have a writer's block. You won't run into that wall where you don't know what to write about, right? Because you have an outline, you have a structured flow now. Now you know exactly where to go. Keep up with your notes. It's going to be very important in the book writing process that you keep up with all of your notes, because your notes are very critical to your success. So I want you to chart out 30 minutes to an hour a night to work on your book. And point number 3 to getting your birthing your book in 2022 is get your book edited. When you are done, you've typed up that book and you put it into Word, make sure you get your book edited by a professional. You want somebody's eyes to be on that manuscript who has a professional eye, someone other than yourself. Because when you want the product that you're trying to put out, you want it to be clean, you want it to flow, you want it to have the proper grammar, right? Because it is a representation of you and who you are. And so I want you to get that book edited. So guys, those are the 3 steps to getting your book out in 2022. Very simple. Create an outline. Remember, you're going to create the brain dump session. That's going to create your outline. Then you're going to have a consistent writing schedule, 30 minutes to an hour a night. And lastly, I want you to get that thing edited so that it looks professional and it represents you in a professional manner. Listen, let's get that book out this year. See you on the other side.